So I feel like we're always showing you the good. This is the decoration of the house. This is the aesthetic of the garden, all the good things. And even HGTV is so guilty of that. Let's just show all the beautiful things. You never get to see the bad, the real stuff that happens on a day-to-day. So with that being said, let me give you all a little bit of a backstory. We bought our house in January of 2017. We've been here almost 10 years. Now, when we bought this house, mind you, our home we're pushing 120 years old. This old farmhouse has been through a couple of different families, but it was rumored when we bought it by local people. They told us, well, we just always heard that the water bill was really high there. Didn't know what that meant, but Rebecca and I moved in, and the first day we come to the house, we get the keys, close on the home, come and turn the water on. We start getting outrageously high water bills. And here's what happened. All of the plumbing to the house is 120 years old. Because of that, when it was actually on under the pressure of the water, it would bust. So we were getting water bills that were like $400. And then the next month it was $500. And the next month it was $580. So we had to do something. Like I said, all of the plumbing just under the pressure of turning the water on was busting. And we would fix it in one place. Once we secured that spot, it would then blow somewhere else. It also got to the point where the water department said they would refuse to help us, give us a break on the bills, because they said we had a leak that we refused to fix. But the truth was, we didn't have a leak we refused to fix. We were fixing them. They were just busting other places. The church came together. We ended up digging an all new water line all the way from the meter at the bottom of the property, all the way up and around the back of the house and into the house. Now, since then, because this house is 120 years old, it sits on the ground. There's no crawl space, very, very little crawl space. But because of that, every winter that it gets cold, we have pipes underneath the house that bust. Now, what I've been doing is, as I can find the leaks, I have been going in and replacing the PVC with PEX line, doing it a little bit at a time. The problem is there are some places where you can't get to it. So like, for instance, hopefully this year, and we'll take you all along this journey too, we're going to be redoing my bathroom, which is the guest bathroom in the kitchen. And the reason being is we had a bust a couple of years ago, and the only way I could get to it was to cut through the floor. With that being said, as you all know, we've had some really cold temps the last little bit, and our water froze. Well, we were waiting for the water to come back on, and sure enough, it did. When it did, it busted. We've been without water. I repaired where I found it busted, thought I had it licked, right? I go turn the water on. There's still no pressure. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna crawl under where the kitchen is. There's a little bitty space. See if I can see anything. This is what I see. I went under and I cut that piece out. As you can see, at once I had PVC connected to it. And now I'm gonna replicate that with some PEX and upgrade this. Here's what I love about this tool. You put these crimps on it, and it'll let you know when it's tightened with a light. And now this little one goes here. Worst part of the entire job, getting this thing off and this thing off. Of course, I have the wrong part. Rebecca was at church, so she's right by Home Depot. I sent her for the right part. So I hooked that portion up, got everything set, and realized there's a leak somewhere else. It busted in the next joint over. Now it's officially 2 days into this. We have no water. Third attempt, third pipe bust. I am going to recreate this piece. That piece coming out of the ground and goes that way. This one will connect to the piece that's coming out of the ground, go up and connect to the piece that I've cut here. So go out, elbow in, and connect to the PVC using that. It's a really tight squeeze in here. I've had to like weasel myself in. I have to weasel myself back out. But here is our connectors. Okay, everything is connected. Now, I get myself out, go check, try to turn on the water, see what happens. Fingers crossed. Water's on. Looks so much better than before. All right, let's go see how the pressure is. I'm so thankful. It seems like an every year occurrence. Honestly, I'll tell you what really needs to be done. What really needs to happen is we need to rip all of the subflooring out of the kitchen, all of the flooring out of this bathroom where all of the plumbing is. And we need to just go ahead and do all of the water lines underneath, and then do new subflooring and flooring. But that would cost an absolute fortune. However, though, I'm not ruling it out. There might come a day that the Lord decides to bless us with all kinds of finances or a big sponsorship from Lowe's or Home Depot. They can get involved, or we'll get our own HGTV show. We've got all kinds of ideas and dreams for this house. And that could be a fun thing. Maybe one time, maybe for a video, I reckon I can give you a whole tour of the whole house and the property. We can just dream with you and cast our vision, show you all everything that we'd like to do here. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to shower. I love y'all. Thanks for helping me with the water. I appreciate y'all. Have a good weekend.